Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Imran Riaz Khan to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Imran Riaz Khan's words. I had told you earlier that the matter of apology would be resolved and Iqbal Wali Khan would apologize. And that's exactly what happened. Iqbal Wali Khan apologized. He said, "If my words have hurt anyone, I apologize." Along with that, he even praised Field Marshal Asim Munir. I had already told you that Iqbal Wali Khan was allowed to appear anti-establishment. The reason for that is that the establishment wants to limit the political space of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, or PTI, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Whether it's people from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, Sindh, or Balochistan, today the entire country has become anti-establishment, and people express their hatred towards the establishment through their votes. Now, everyone wants a piece of that narrative. So, Iqbal Wali Khan was allowed to adopt an anti-establishment stance. This permission is sometimes given to people like Maulana Fazlur Rahman too. Other parties also get some room here and there, but there is a limit. You cannot go so far as to call the army chief a shopkeeper or accuse him of trading in material things. That kind of speech was inappropriate, saying things like he walked off with a briefcase. He was not allowed to go that far. Yes, he was allowed to shape a narrative against the establishment and try to capture some of that anti-establishment space. Now, what Iqbal Wali Khan did, as I told you earlier, he would apologize. Some people spread the news that Iqbal Wali Khan had been arrested, but later the police and others denied it. Now, some are claiming that he was only held for an hour and explained things. In that 1 hour, he understood everything. Things that others haven't grasped even after many hours, days, or months. Iqbal Wali Khan is the head of a major political party. He should have been resilient enough to at least hold out for a few days. But he collapsed very quickly and apologized immediately. In fact, the women from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa proved to be stronger than him. Take Shandana Gulzar, for example. She was arrested, harassed, and put through severe difficulties, yet she stood firm, and still does. But Badshah Khan's heir fell flat and couldn't stand up to the pressure. There's nothing wrong with apologizing. May Allah protect everyone from such trials and preserve everyone's honor. Only Allah, the Lord of honor, can bestow true respect. But when your intentions are impure, that you want to benefit from them, eat from their plate, and then betray them, that's unacceptable. Biting the hand that feeds you is dishonorable. Right now, all the facilities that Iqbal Wali Khan has have been given to him by the current military establishment. So going against them to such an extent was inappropriate. Anyway, now he's apologized. Iqbal Wali Khan himself said, "It takes courage to apologize, and I have that courage." Well then, if you really have courage, go apologize to the Baloch people whose rights you usurped by taking their Senate seat. If you have so much courage, go and apologize to the mothers whose children have been forcibly disappeared. Those mothers came to Islamabad seeking justice, and you didn't even meet them, yet you grabbed a Senate seat from their province. Go apologize to the parents whose children were martyred in drone attacks, or the ones killed or disabled by fighter jet bombings or landmines. Those are the people you should be apologizing to. But here you apologized for something else, which I had already predicted. At least you managed to save your official residence. Bungalow number 7, your security, your Senate seat, and many of your benefits. So, congratulations to Iqbal Wali Khan for passing this test just as the nation expected. He did exactly what everyone predicted. Now, speaking of flood destruction, the Punjab government has taken a major step. According to reports, the Punjab cabinet has approved a fund of 100 billion rupees to be given to the military for flood recovery and reconstruction. My simple question is, what does the army have to do with reconstruction? Why is 100 billion rupees being given to the army? Is there a war going on? Is there an internal conflict? Is there a counter-terror operation underway? No. This is a matter of flood victims whose crops and homes have been destroyed. There are relevant departments for this. Departments for agriculture, housing, infrastructure, and so on. Why is the Punjab government giving 100 billion rupees to the military? They should be giving it to district administration, to planning and development, to agriculture, irrigation, to livestock, rural health and education departments, those that provide public services. What's the point of giving it to the army? There is no war zone there. This is all about boot polishing now. Mariam Nawaz and her provincial government have made this decision to give 100 billion rupees to the military. Will the opposition question this? Shouldn't PTI be raising questions? Floods affected Punjab, but instead of helping flood victims, they're giving money to the military to build infrastructure, even though that's not their job. They don't have the training or expertise for it. Still, the government is handing over this huge sum. Another bizarre move. Punjab Cabinet has decided to take a loan from the IMF. On one hand, they claim they're running the province well. On the other hand, they're borrowing from the IMF. Also, there's news about the Japan visit where Mariam Nawaz took a jet, a government aircraft filled with relatives, daughter, son-in-law, grandchildren, other daughter, friends, makeup artists, personal staff, associates. Now it's revealed that the cost of this jet trip is being paid from the National Treasury, and they've requested an additional 3 billion rupees to promote the Mariam Nawaz government, which really just means promoting Mariam Nawaz personally. Everywhere, it's her face on posters. All over Punjab, it's a photo campaign. Previously, they set aside 1 billion, now they're asking for 3 billion more. Last year alone, 7 billion rupees were spent on this PR campaign, according to a tweet by Kazmi Sahib, the Director of Public Relations. Punjab, between 2024 and 2026, the total will exceed 11.6 billion rupees, all spent on Mariam Nawaz's promotion, including billboards, social media, and other publicity. If that much money had been spent on the poor, just imagine the change. But their obsession with self-promotion doesn't stop. For instance, in Brazil, a conference is being held. They have booked a stall under Clean Punjab, Suthra Punjab, for 94.9 million rupees. And more expenses are yet to come. They're even making a documentary film for it. Some Cube Studios company has been given this job. Now look, who's fighting over Punjab? It's Mariam Nawaz's PMLN and the PPP of Zardari and Bilawal. They're fighting over Punjab, saying, Punjab is mine. And no, it's mine. But the truth is, this is stolen property they're fighting over. Punjab rightfully belongs to Imran Khan, who was given a 2/3 majority by the people. These people came to power through fake Form 47s. Now, these fake winners are fighting over loot. The real owner is in jail, and the thieves are squabbling over who owns what. Now, let's talk about the 26th Constitutional Amendment. There are 36 petitions filed against it in the Supreme Court. A constitutional bench of 8 judges is hearing them. 36 petitions. This is unprecedented. Honestly, I've never heard of so many petitions on a single matter. It took the courts an entire year just to process them. These were filed when the 26th Amendment was being passed. Now, the case is finally being heard in the Constitutional Court. And what's surprising is that the bench or Constitutional Court formed as a result of the 26th Constitutional Amendment, the very bench against which these petitions have been filed, is the same one that is going to hear those petitions. That's the first issue here. Now, anyone with a thinking or working mind would ask these judges, what are you doing? You are the beneficiaries of this amendment. This is a clear conflict of interest. How can you hear this case yourselves? But still, they are proceeding with the hearing. Now, what must come to light in this case is very important. Those senators and members of the Provincial Assembly, MPAs, should be brought forward. Those who were forced to vote, those who were pressured, those who were abducted and those whose homes were destroyed, whose families were kidnapped. In one case, even the daughter-in-law of a family was abducted. All those senators and MPAs who suffered such injustice should come forward and testify. Akhtar Mengal should also come to the Supreme Court of Pakistan and explain what happened to his 2 senators, who later resigned. Maulana Fazlur Rahman should also appear and clarify. He had claimed that votes were taken from us in the 26th Amendment with false promises, and then we were deceived. He too should come forward and testify before the court. All of this should come out in court. Now, Sanam Javed, the way she was forcibly disappeared from Peshawar and then later found to be in Kot Lakhpat jail serving her sentence. This is a very simple case of abduction. Talk to her husband or others close to her, all say the same thing. Her father said that 2 vehicles suddenly arrived, many people got out, they dragged his daughter away, manhandled her, no female officers were present, and no legal procedures were followed. It was extremely disturbing. Now, observe the reaction of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government. They should be trying to calm things down. But whenever the people get angry, especially in KP, the KP government first joins the people. They stand with them, shout slogans, tire them out, convince them, we are fighting your case, and then tell them to go home. So this is the playbook of the KP leadership. Now, Barrister Saif, a member of Ali Amin Gandapur's cabinet, gave a very interesting statement. He said, Sanam Javed's mysterious disappearance is unfortunate and condemnable. Mysterious disappearance, that's what he called it. He didn't say she was forcibly abducted, didn't use those words at all. He gave it a different spin. Mysterious disappearance, as if a child went out and got lost, or she wandered off from the CM house. They're portraying it that way. If she's truly missing, then announce it in the mosques. But the whole world knows who took her and where they sent her. Just ask Sanam Javed herself, or ask a journalist. Everyone knows what happened. But Barrister Saif says Sanam Javed's mysterious disappearance is unfortunate and condemnable. End of story. So now the matter is buried. Just wait for the next enforced disappearance, because it's going to happen again soon, probably again in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. I already gave you 1 or 2 names. There are more. Just wait a little. More people will be abducted from KP. Now, a case is ongoing in the Islamabad High Court regarding Imran Khan's Twitter or X account. Efforts are being made to have some content removed from his account. They cite his tweets as harmful to the country and want them deleted. It seems the establishment is determined to remove this content. Even the court has asked Imran Khan to respond, giving him 2 weeks. Imran Khan should say, I want to personally argue this case. He should appear online via camera and video and explain to the judges why he tweeted what he did, what the intent was, what the context was. People write entire books from jail so Khan Sahib's tweets can be defended. But the establishment insists this content must be removed. It's become a matter of ego. Even if it's removed, Imran Khan will repost it with slight changes, and then what? PTI's media teams and overseas Pakistanis will make it viral again. So I believe the establishment should act wisely. You can't stay in battle mode all the time. Now, another incident. Jaffa Express was attacked again, an explosion, and some coaches derailed. 4 people were injured. This is the kind of work that the establishment and intelligence agencies should be focused on. We can't even protect one train, which is attacked every few days. One day, the whole train is blown up. These are extremely tragic incidents, and they're happening repeatedly in Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and other areas. The responsibility for preventing these lies with Pakistan's intelligence agencies to give advance warnings, and the security forces must prevent these attacks. But the attacks keep happening. Now, there's another important development. Hamas has presented some demands. These are very important, and I had briefly mentioned them earlier. Let me now share the details. All sides have gathered in Egypt right now. Donald Trump has said, "I'll try to ensure all parties fulfill their commitments." The US has sent a delegation to Egypt to push for a ceasefire and resolution. While you're watching this vlog today, killing and destruction continues in Gaza. No ceasefire yet. I also told you there's another alternative, a Malaysia-backed faction that Israel and the US are partially supporting. In the future, this faction might either cause civil war or take control of Gaza. That's what international media is reporting, not just me. Hamas is a strong organization with roots in Gaza, and they are trying to reach a deal that aligns with the hopes of the people of Gaza. So, what is Hamas demanding in Egypt? First, a permanent and comprehensive ceasefire. Second, complete withdrawal of Israeli forces from all areas of Gaza. Third, unrestricted delivery of humanitarian aid. Fourth, return of displaced persons to their homes. Fifth, full reconstruction of Gaza, supervised by a Palestinian national technocratic body. And sixth, a fair prisoner exchange deal, where prisoners are released from both sides. Hamas believes if Donald Trump can help achieve this, he'll become eligible for the Nobel Peace Prize. Now, let's reflect. Our voices are not heard in the world. We don't get the attention or recognition that Americans or Europeans do. Right now, the strongest contender against Donald Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize is said to be Greta Thunberg. I mentioned this in a previous vlog. She's a young girl who has raised a strong global voice on climate change and also spoke out against Russia's attack on Ukraine and against Israel's attack on Palestinians. Trump, however, dismissed her, saying, "She's an angry young woman, needs a doctor, has mental issues, and is a problem maker." It shows he feels threatened, that this young woman may stand in the way of his Nobel Peace Prize dream. But her response was brilliant. She thanked Trump for his concern about her mental health and said, "If Mr. Trump has any recommendations, I'd be glad to receive them to help with my so-called issues. Because it seems Mr. Trump suffers from them too." A powerful response, showing she has a strong mind. Still, she's never faced what Marang Baloch has faced. She's never faced torture, never carried dead bodies, never experienced enforced disappearances. But Marang Baloch still stands firm. If you compare, her sacrifices are far greater. Yet Greta too has empathy, even while living in Europe, in Sweden, in a privileged society. She still feels the pain of the oppressed around the world. That's why people say, maybe she is more deserving than Trump. So, let's see whether Trump's long-standing dream of winning the Nobel Peace Prize comes true or not. That wraps up our translation of Imran Riaz Khan's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.